everybody, this is Melanie Schwartz with Dorsey Alston. I'm here with Niesha Alexander at Legacy Lashes and getting my lashes filled in, and we're going to talk to Niesha a little bit and see if she'll tell us a little bit about her business and how she got started.
Hi everybody, I'm Niesha with Legacy Lashes, and I'll be happy to discuss with you about how business got started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take down her so that we can talk comfortably. So if you look up for me.
Tell me again, I know you've told me before, but so everybody else out there will know how long you've been doing lashes.
I've been doing lashes for 2.5 years. I got training in 2016, and I started doing them professionally the end of 2016, and I went on my own in 2017.
What was it that originally inspired you to start doing this?
What originally inspired me, it's kind of a crazy story, but not really.
I love the story. That's why I'd like you to share it if you don't mind.
I got started pretty much because I feel like this is what God called me to. I was working for Georgia Power, and my nephew, at the time when he was born sick. His brain didn't split, and he had extremely long lashes, but I didn't ever pay attention to the fact of his lashes because to me he was just a fighter. So he lived for 3 months, and in February, when we were at his funeral, the pastor stopped the sermon and said, "Do y'all see this baby's lashes? If a woman can die with lashes like that, she wouldn't care where she went." And it just hit me, like out of nowhere, like lashes.
Wow.
And so the day after the funeral, I was on my way back to Georgia, and when I was on my way here, I passed by an aesthetic school that I never knew existed, and I just was like, I'm gonna go in there, and I enrolled that same day. And then a month later, I started school, and when I had started, the conversation came up about lash extension trainings, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And it took me back to that memory of my nephew, and I was just like, oh man, but I can't afford it. Like, I really thought it was out of my price range.
Right.
So I just took a chance, and I put it on a credit card, and the rest of the money that I was lacking, my aunt gave to me. And it just started from there. I just took the class, and I started lashing whoever wanted lashes. I was doing it for free, and just practicing, because it was the last memory of my nephew. So it just made me feel good, and it made me, satisfied that miss and that sorrow of missing him. And so one day somebody asked me, like, they went out, and I guess I had gotten better, but I never paid attention to it. And someone asked me how much did I charge, and I was like, charge? I never thought about charging before. And it just went from there, and it went from one person to getting their lashes done to another one of their friends asking to grow into a business, but I never seen it going anywhere. It was just a void filler for me at the moment.
Yeah, that's an awesome story. Thanks for sharing it. Do you care to tell people how you came up with the name for your salon?
Well, my nephew that passed away, his name was Legend. And when my sister was pregnant with him, we were trying to find a name because at the time nobody knew anything was going to be wrong with him. So I was like, name him Legacy. And she was like, I'm not naming him that. That's a girl's name. I was like, Legacy is not a girl's name. So she ended up naming him Legend. And after his passing, once I decided that I was going to go in business for myself, I could not think of a name for the business. I thought about calling it Winky Dinks and all types of weird, crazy, catchy stuff. But I settled on Legacy Lashes because that's what I wanted his name to be. And after looking up what legacy meant, it means the gift. So in my nephew's honor, I just do the gift of lashes.
How cool is that? Well, I know you don't just do lashes here. Can you share with everyone all of the services that you offer?
Yes, ma'am. I currently offer lash extensions, facials, waxing, makeup. I'm a licensed esthetician, so I pretty much do anything concerning skincare, lashes, and makeup. Anything that makes people beautiful. Like, I always think of the Bible verse, "For you are fearfully and marvelously made." And I always think of that when I think of women, and it's just, it grew into, the memory of lashes to now I'm able to help rekindle people's self-esteem. I'm able to help women feel beautiful about themselves, make them feel good, and it's kind of just turned into a ministry of beauty. Just helping people realize the beauty that God has already given them, just bringing it out.
Exactly, and of course I want to try everything that you offer, so you're going to be seeing a lot of me.
I don't mind, I like you.
Tell everyone how long you've been in Cartersville so that they know a little bit about you.
Well, I've been in Cartersville since I moved to Cartersville in the end of 2014, but I've been doing lashes, but I worked at Plant Bowen for 2.5 of those years. And while I was working at Plant Bowen, I was going to school. So I started lashing, actually. I'm telling you, like, God had his hands all in this. This is none of the makings with me. This is definitely a faith journey filled with purpose, because I started lashing inside of Ladies Fitness, which is off of Nelson. I actually had, at the time, went into Toucan Tan because I was looking for a building, but I couldn't afford none of the buildings. And the building where we're at right now is one of the first buildings that I looked at, and I wasn't able to afford it. I didn't have any clients at the time because I was still in school. So I was just driving all over the place, and I ended up at the tanning salon. And anybody that's in skincare knows that tanning and aesthetics do not go together.
Right.
But because no esthetician should ever work in a tanning salon because we don't want people to tan. So I was in there and I was talking to the guy, and I was like introducing myself. I'm like, "Hey, my name is Niesha. I'm an esthetician student. I'm going to be graduating soon. I currently do lash extensions. I'm looking for a place that I can work out of and, try and build my business. And these are the services that I would like to offer and what I would like to do." And he had like his own vision. And in my mind, it didn't line up with what I wanted, because God had like another purpose for what he wanted to do with the business. And it wasn't about the money, because the money would come. It was more along the lines of what God wanted. And anything that he said, it just wasn't adding up. And I wanted to just walk out on him because nothing he said like fit what I wanted to do. But my feet wouldn't let me go. And I just stood there and I looked real stupid for a long time. But this lady came in from Ladies Fitness. Her name's Renee. She's a trainer there. And she came in with like a group of girls, and they were talking and they were signing up for these tanning packages. And Tony was like, "This is Niesha. She's looking to do lash extensions here and whatever." And I was just like, "Hi, it was nice to meet you." And she told me she was a trainer and where she trained at. So I was just like, "That's interesting. I'm going to have to come to one of your fit camps." And so that Friday, I went to her fit camp. But anybody that knows me knows I'm definitely not a morning person. Her fit camp was at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I got there at 8:15. I'm usually always 15 minutes later, 10 minutes early.
Me too.
So I got there and they were gone, and they took off running. And Heather at the time was the general manager, and she was just like, "So you're the girl that was talking to Tony about renting out a room?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna go with that, because he just has a completely different vision than what I have. And I want to rent a room, but I want it to be my own business,
Right.
not a part of somebody else's." And she told me that they had a room for rent, and it would be $100 a week. And I was like, $100 a week? I could do that, but I wasn't really sure if I could do that. But I knew if I get one client, I could pay for this room. And if
Right.
I get 2 clients, then I could make a profit. so it went from there, and God told me to do everybody's lashes in there for free. All the people that worked there, and that's what I did. I did everybody's lashes for free, and it grew from there. It's Ashley's lashes are the ones that I posted on my page, and I posted them, and it went crazy. And here we are, 2 years later.
Yeah, and it's beautiful new
We're
salon.
still going. I'm no longer in a gym. I had moved over to a little 300 square foot building, which is where I met you at. And it was a blessing, and I was very thankful to be there. This building that I'm at now, I came and looked at this building again for a second time because I was like, maybe I can afford to be here now. But I wasn't sure, and I was scared. And I told him to give me a year. And 1 year later, here I am in this new studio that I just prayed over. And I knew it was coming. It just wasn't meant at the time. But business is constantly growing, slowly but steady, but at the pace that it's destined to go.
What do you think that some of your clients or most of your clients would say that they love most about you and your services?
Well, you're one of my clients, so I'm going to let you answer that.
Well, I can just tell everybody out there that she is the best at what she does, and if you have even considered getting lashes, then she's your girl. She's the one you need to see, and you'll never go anywhere else. Tell them where they can reach you if they would like to schedule an appointment.
Well, I have 24-hour online booking, so you can book on my website at www.legacylash.com, or you can call me. Well, call me, but I prefer text because my memory gets from me sometimes. So text me at 334-498-0711.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
What do you like? What made you decide to wear lash extensions?
Well, that's kind of a funny story because, well, I guess it's not really funny. Most people probably do special things when they're going on vacation. We were going on a cruise, and I was using strip lashes that I had a terrible time with, and they were always crooked, and it got to the point that my husband was actually trying to put them on for me because I couldn't look in the mirror and do a good job of getting them on, and then, of course, they don't stay on well. And so I didn't want to have to fool with that while I was on the cruise, and I wanted them to just be done. And so I decided to check it out, and I ended up going to a lash studio that was in Tennessee before we moved to Georgia, and started wearing them and have never stopped. And it was a year in May, and so I guess a little over a year and a half ago. And now I just don't think I could do without them. I'm sure I could, but I don't want to.
And how did you find me?
I Googled lashes in Cartersville and started reading reviews and just doing research because I didn't want to just go to the type of lash studio that I'd started out at because they're a chain, and I wanted to be using someone that was local and give back to the community and that. So that's exactly how I found you.
And what made you stay?
Because I love you. You're the best there is.
I love you too.
Well, thank you for your time and for letting everybody know about your services. And for any of you out there that would like more information on Niesha and Legacy Lashes, you can get more information on her as well as myself at parkbench.com/30121. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos with small business owners like Niesha. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.